The real reason credit cards exist. Ever notice how swiping a card feels effortless? No hesitation, no sting, just a quick tap and you move on. That frictionless moment, that tiny psychological shift, is worth billions. Because credit cards aren't just about convenience, they're about behavior. Specifically, training you to spend more than you would if you were handing over cash. The psychology of frictionless spending. When you pay with cash, there's a physical sense of loss. You see money leave your hand, but with a card, there's no pain, just numbers on a screen. That disconnect between spending and consequence didn't happen by accident. Credit cards were built to remove friction, turning spending into a habit loop. Tap, feel good, repeat, and the more you do it, the more the system wins. Because credit isn't just about money, it's about behavioral engineering. Studies from MIT and Stanford show people spend up to twice as much when using cards instead of cash. It's not because they have more money, it's because paying doesn't feel real. And that's where the profits begin. How issuers actually make money. Every credit card has one goal: keep your balance alive. The bank that issued your card makes money in a few main ways, and none of them depend on you being financially responsible. First, interest. If you don't pay your balance in full, you're hit with some of the highest permitted consumer interest rates anywhere, often 20% or more. Second, fees. Annual fees, late fees, cash advance fees, foreign transaction fees. Entire product lines exist just to maximize fee income. But here's the real trick. Most people think credit cards make their money from consumers. In reality, a huge part comes from merchants. Why merchants still accept them? Every time you pay with a card, the merchant pays a fee, usually between 1% and 3%, called an interchange fee. You'd think they'd avoid that, right? But they can't. Refusing cards means losing sales to competitors who do take them. Consumers expect the convenience, points, and protection, so merchants just price that cost into the product. Which means, whether you pay in cash or credit, you're subsidizing the card system. It's a genius circular economy. Banks issue cards, merchants pay fees, consumers pay more, and the cycle keeps spinning, all under the illusion of free convenience. The behavioral training loop. Credit cards aren't just financial tools. They're training devices. Every tap, every reward point, every monthly statement reinforces one message: keep spending. Issuers design these reward systems like game mechanics. You earn points, unlock tiers, chase status, all while feeding the system. Airline miles, cashback, exclusive events, they all sound like perks. But what they really do is create recurring consumer behavior. You stop questioning the purchase. You chase the dopamine hit. And loyalty is incredibly sticky. People will cling to one card brand for years purely because of their benefits, even if they're paying more in interest and fees than they'll ever redeem. The secret behind rewards. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Those shiny reward points aren't free. They're funded by someone else's debt. The entire rewards ecosystem is subsidized by interest payers and merchant fees, meaning the system redistributes money vertically. Responsible payers who game the point system love to brag they're beating the bank. But the math doesn't lie. For every winner, dozens of others are covering the difference. It's one of the most sophisticated wealth transfer models in modern capitalism. The illusion of reward drives more spending. More spending drives more interest, and that interest keeps the machine fed. The full circle. So when you tap your card for a coffee, you're not just making a payment, you're playing your part in a massive behavioral system, fine-tuned over decades. Every part of it, from the effortless tap to the colorful statement and the airline point app, feeds a loop designed to monetize human psychology. Credit cards exist not to simplify spending, but to make it easier to forget you're spending at all. The next time you reach for your card, pause for half a second. Ask yourself, who actually benefits from this transaction? Because in the game of credit, convenience isn't free. It's the bait. Thanks for watching. If this helped you see money a bit differently, you know what to do. But don't worry, it's free to click that button.